Welcome back to Full Circle with Mukali. Our Thursday edition is powerful. And you know how to get in touch with us for you to be a part of the conversation. Your comments, questions, opinions, 111 That is our SMS line. And it's just going to cost you 1 shilling to be a part of the conversation. Find us on social media, Switch TV KE on Instagram, Switch TV Kenya on Facebook. It is time for Advice Circle. And we're looking at a very sensitive conversation, a conversation that we should constantly be having. It is a conversation that maybe should have started a long time ago, but we're happy that it's here now and someone somewhere is doing something about it. We're talking about the youth in our refugee camps and what is being done in terms of making sure that they are able to get employment. They have the skills that they need for the job market. Having this conversation with us this morning is Peter Reynolds, who's the executive chairman of Elewa. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And I know I just said you're the chairman, but maybe we could just introduce yourself, give us the whole list, and then also tell us a bit more about iTalanta and Elewa as well.
Okay, thank you, Mikali. So, yes, I'm the chairman of a company called Elewa, and Elewa,
yes,
of course,
understand.
is to understand.
Yes.
So we are an education innovation company incorporated in Kenya in 2015. So let me just briefly explain what Elewa is about.
Please.
So we develop training platforms for large-scale training, which we offer to corporates, NGOs, and other organizations, enabling them to train thousands of beneficiaries in a very short time, very efficient, and at a lower cost than the traditional training methods, which is bringing people into a central location, hire a hotel, have a trainer, etc. And we do that with the use of technology. Just to give an example,
Okay.
If you're a Kenyan scout and you want to become a leader, you have to follow a training, which is called introductory training course. So we used our intellectual property, and this is again an innovation out of Kenya, to add this on top of WhatsApp. So it becomes a conversational conversational learning.
Okay.
So it's as if you're having a WhatsApp conversation with someone. You type in the number, you connect through WhatsApp, you register, you pay through M-Pesa, and then you get text, video, images, audio, quizzes, even at the end an examination. And if you pass, you're sent the certificate again over WhatsApp.
Wow.
So it allows training to be done at a very easy way, because you
At
don't
my
have to.
convenience as well.
Exactly, because you don't have to explain to anybody how WhatsApp works. So that means that anyone who wants to train thousands of people in a short time can do this with the technology that we have developed here with a team of Kenyan engineers. And I mentioned the scouts in Kenya as an example, but we're doing also that with teachers in Rwanda, with nurses in Congo. So we're actually exporting that technology to other parts of Africa. So that that's what Elewa is about. That's our initial activity from Elewa. But last year we also started with a new activity, which we baptized iTalanta. And Talanta, of course, is again
talent.
the
Yes.
Swahili word for talent.
Yes.
So iTalanta is actually about discovering, developing, and deploying quality IT talent in Africa, and starting in Kenya. So the context of this, and that's something that is not so widely known in Kenya, but if you take the industrialized part of the world, regions like Europe or North America, there is a huge shortage of IT resources. And that shortage is only growing, meaning that businesses in Europe find it extremely difficult to find the engineers to develop the systems, the apps that they need for their activities.
Interesting.
So what do? They try to find it in other parts of the world. There's a lot of outsourcing happening towards India, but there's no reason why these businesses should go to India while there is a growing talent pool in Africa as well. And that's exactly where we want to tap into. So we want to, like I said, discover talent, to develop it, and then to deploy it as a service to customers in Europe who actually outsource their IT needs to engineers in Africa, in Kenya.
Wow. We talk about solutions or creating solutions for problems, and this is just one of those things that it is not a solution that is just based for us. It's a solution created here for the world, which is beautiful. But my question would be how or what is it that I need to do to qualify to join this program? What is needed?
Okay, so I'm going to that. So as I explained, it's about discovery, development, and deployment. So these are the three phases. And a bit ironically, we started last year with the second phase of the development phase. So we call it our iTalanta apprenticeship program, where we hire talented Kenyans who already have a good basis of IT. They come out of universities or technical high schools, but they're not yet ready to be employed. That's one of the key issues, is that even when you leave university with a diploma, you're not ready yet to be employed in the IT world. So the talent that we hire is placed into tech teams that are actually providing the services to our customers in Europe. So that means you are an apprentice, you have a substantial salary, and you learn while you learn on the job, because you're part of a team, you're coached by seniors, and over the 2-year period of the apprenticeship, your skill level goes up permanently. And that means that you're really now ready for any kind of employment in the IT world, for the job market. And just to give you an idea, which of course will open eyes, if you go to the level of a senior IT, the IT job market is easily paying salaries of $500,000 per month when you are really at that level, and that's where we want to bring our apprentices. So that has worked quite successfully. If I can give maybe an example of the first customer that we signed last year, it's a startup from Belgium, active in the real estate market. 15 months ago, we had 2 Kenyan engineers working full-time on this customer. Today there is a team of 6 or 7, and very soon we'll need about 10 Kenyans for just that one single customer. And we're getting more and more customers that are interested to tap into the talent that we make available to them, to businesses in Europe. So to come back on your question, we started with the second phase, the development phase. But last week we were very proud to actually start with our first phase, which is the iTalanta Academy. So at iTalanta Academy, we actually want to discover talent, and even in areas where there is very few opportunities to show your talent. And we decided to actually go to the Kakuma Refugee camp and use that location for our very first campus of the iTalanta Academy. So it started last week. On Monday was the very first day of the 20 candidates that we selected.
20?
20, yeah. So the first class is 20. They are now going through a 30-week curriculum, and the objective is that when they finish that curriculum, when they graduate in about 6 months from now, they are ready to take the next step and actually become employed. So there is a couple of options. One is that they might join the iTalanta apprenticeship program, be part of these tech teams, be paid a salary and continue to upskill their level. Another option is one of the partners for this first campus is Microsoft. And of course, I don't need to introduce Microsoft to Kenyans.
Yes.
What is maybe less known is that Microsoft has an African Development Center in Nairobi. So it's one of their global centers worldwide where engineers work on the Microsoft solutions internally, like Microsoft Word, Excel, all the software that you know. So Microsoft is actually employing hundreds of engineers in the African Development Center, and they also want to see if through the iTalanta Academy can be like a pipeline for new talent to be recruited in the African Development Center of Microsoft. So that's another option for someone who graduates from our first campus of the iTalanta Academy.
That is in 6 months, about.
That's in 6 months.
Yeah. Okay.
However, so this is now our first iTalanta Academy.
Yes, and congratulations for that.
Thank you, thank you. It took a bit of blood, sweat, and tears. And by the way, I mentioned Microsoft as a partner, but we also had an important third partner, which is called Windle, Windle International Kenya. It's a humanitarian organization that has been active for more than 40 years in Kenya. So they are involved in all the education in the refugee camps.
Okay.
And for example, in Kakuma alone, they run 9 secondary schools with a total of more than 17,000 students. So they are the perfect partner because they have a very strong team on the ground, very skilled people, and they help us with all the logistics, and also very importantly, they were the ones who communicated the program to the target audience. And this is, by the way, not only the refugees, but also the host community, the Kenyans, predominantly from the Turkana tribe in the case of Turkana County. So they helped us also with the first shortlisting from more than 250 candidates, bringing it down to 50 shortlisted candidates who were then interviewed all individually by a panel of the 3 partners, Elewa, Microsoft and Windle. Okay. And that helped us to end up with 20 selected candidates, and with actually a good mixture of the different nationalities that are represented in the refugee camp. Yes. Sudanese, South Sudanese, Congolese, etc. But we also have representatives from the host community, Kenyans from Turkana, and we're happy that we also were able to include a quarter, 5 out of the 20 students are ladies.
Nice.
Well, it's less than what we had hoped for because the number of
more.
Yes.
Peter, our time is really running out.
Okay.
And I have a question here for you. Hello, Mwikali. I'm a Form 4 leaver and I want to join. Ask him how this can be done. Please help me. Probably we can share that information at least before I let you go. People know where to find you and to find iTalanta to get more information about this and knowing how to join. Sure.
So first of all, our website is italanta.net. Okay. Very simple to find. Keep in mind that this is now the first academy that we're starting up. So the plan is to soon start a second academy, and we have set our eyes on Nairobi. Yay. But again, targeting areas where there's less opportunities to develop. So the idea is actually to maybe to do an campus, a ladies-only campus for young women from Kibera and Matare.
Peter, that would be amazing.
Because if you look at our iTalanta apprentices, we actually have a slight majority of ladies in that team. So we're very happy to be able to show that IT is not a male
It's not.
exclusivity.
And you're doing something about that.
Yeah,
and our time is really up. So iTalanta.net.
yes,
Okay, great. There they can get all the information they need.
absolutely, but there's more to come because
Okay.
we're still
We're
building
still
it,
starting.
and we're also looking out for partners who are interested in joining and supporting
Yes.
the next academy.
Okay.
Because over the next 4 to 5 years, we want to focus on about 1,000
Okay.
employment created. Keep in mind, we are not a school.
Yes.
We don't do scholarships.
Yes.
Everything we do is very much focused on the employment
Okay.
in order to fill the growing gap in other parts of the world.
Okay, great. Peter, thank you so much for coming through and for sharing
My
this
pleasure.
with us. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We will be right back. Don't go too far.